What starts as a tragic suicide
Oh boy, there's a lot of blood. Party looks to be, I might have fell.
turns into a suspicious trail,
There's a bullet casing here, which that's weird. Why is there a bullet casing here?
which only gets more complicated.
Well, if it was a robbery, the house would be more ransacked, right?
But that trail will lead to
Y'all think y'all gonna just walk through my dog house? Hell no. Ain't no Terreiona in here.
the perpetrator, betrayed by her own smartphone.
No. Okay. I don't know why my phone would call. I didn't call nobody.
Pointing to a woman wrapped up in her own ego,
You guys send you random $1,000 things?
who makes ridiculous claims and tries to deny what's right in front of her eyes.
These two photos were actually on your phone. On my phone? Mm-hmm.
But the house tells a terrifying story.
The back door looks like it was kicked from the inside.
A well-respected professor in the middle of a custody battle is found dead in his house, possibly by suicide. However, as detectives investigate further, they come across clues that he has been shot in cold blood. It gets stranger. The house, messed up and in disarray, hasn't been robbed. He has no enemies. What could have led to this tragedy? Hudson police receive a call from Mary Ann.
Wondering if I'd be able to request a wellness check on someone. Okay, what's going on? So my daughter was supposed to be picked up by her father today. And I got a call from the school that she was still at the school, so I ended up picking her up. They tried to contact him. I tried to call him a couple times and haven't received anything back.
And what's his name?
Todd Morgan.
Dr. Todd Morgan was supposed to pick up his 5-year-old daughter from school. His ex-girlfriend is worried because he wouldn't disappear this way, especially while going through a custody battle. By early evening, police arrive at his West Streetsboro Street home, unaware of the gruesome tragedy they were about to see.
Is he in the floor? Oh, shoot. You said you see blood?
Officers realize the gravity of the situation.
Oh boy. There's a lot of blood. Party looks to be, I might have fell. Crap. Oh, it's open.
Beyond the back door, Todd is discovered on the floor in a robe, shot in the head on the temple. Empty shell casings litter the area, but the weapon itself is missing. It looks like a suicide, and they assume the gun is under the body.
I don't see a weapon. That's why I'm thinking something else.
What really happened inside this quiet home? As they move through the house, suspicion grows when they find another casing near the stairs, matching the caliber by Todd's body.
There's a bullet casing here, which that's weird. Why is there a bullet casing here?
In the children's room, a piggy bank sits tipped over, untouched. Upstairs, the master bedroom tells its own story. Clothes, bottles, and torn packages litter the floor in chaotic disarray. There are condom packages on the floor. Clearly, someone was having a party.
That's weird. Why is there... This makes me think someone shot him.
Despite multiple casings throughout the home, no weapon is found. The case is now officially a homicide, but the detectives are only at the edge of something darker.
Yeah, he's been sitting there for a while. That blood's dried up.
Okay.
I don't... can you tell me what...
What's that?
It looks weird.
They're about to learn something even more shocking.
The back door looks like it was kicked from the inside. It looks like the door was forced out.
Inside Todd's home, investigators work in silence, piecing together a story from scattered clues. Shell casings on the floor, furniture sits askew, and a door looks as if it has been ripped outward. The lock lies a few feet from the door, indicating that it might have been kicked open. Inside the doorway, blood spatters mark the wall. Footprints lead out onto the deck, down the steps, and toward the driveway where Todd's Porsche SUV is parked. Whoever left them likely fled in another vehicle. The autopsy reveals the brutal truth. 41-year-old Dr. Todd Morgan, a professor and devoted father, has been shot 7 times at close range. 2 entered his left clavicle, wounds that would have been fatal within minutes. All 7 rounds came from the same weapon, a 9mm handgun. Inside the home, detectives find valuables untouched, laptops and tablets still in plain view. The SUV is still in the driveway, and Todd's wallet and keys are recovered with no cash, but otherwise intact. Only his cell phone is missing. A total of 8 shell casings are collected from the crime scene. In closets and drawers, officers uncover Todd's legally owned firearms, a 9mm handgun unloaded beneath clothes, a shotgun also unloaded, and another 9mm, with a round chambered, hidden under a Spider-Man mask. None matches the murder weapon. The gun that killed him isn't here. Detectives turn to the neighborhood. Could anyone have seen something unusual? An unknown vehicle? A stranger near the property? A neighbor recalls that her daughter babysat for Todd about a year earlier.
He said he worked from home. What the fuck does he do? He drives a Porsche.
I think it'd be some kind of computer on work at home job. I mean, that's pretty common nowadays.
Fixing up the house the whole time. Where does this guy get his money from? I don't know.
She hints at possible illegal earnings. Was this man making money under the table? But the officer wants something concrete. He approaches another neighbor, a retired grandfather.
Have you seen anyone at the house or hear anything?
I haven't seen anything, and I'm retired, recently retired. I'm here all the time.
You're here. You haven't heard anything?
Haven't heard
anything?
a peep.
Okay. All right.
Is everything all right?
Yeah, we're just...
Okay.
He reports nothing at all. Then a married couple provides the first solid timeline. The husband has seen the suspect and their car.
When I woke up, okay. But at 7:15, 7:20, I heard. And then I saw someone come out of the house, go to the car, open up the car, was there for a while, and then took something back into the house, like a package or a box, it looked like.
At approximately 7:20 a.m. that morning, they heard sounds that they believed were gunshots coming from Todd's property. It is the first clear marker of when the killing may have occurred. After describing the car, they also give them clues about the suspect.
My wife thinks it was long hair.
We were in different places, so I was finishing my podcast here.
And I saw somebody come out of the house with long hair to the shoulders. I couldn't even tell you if it was male or female, to be honest with you. It looked like a smaller frame, not a big person. Got into a little car.
At 7:15 to 7:20 a.m., a small framed individual with shoulder-length hair walks quickly from the house to the vehicle, takes an object such as a box or package inside, then returns to the car and leaves. But the neighbors didn't find it suspicious at the time since Todd's ex-wife and girlfriend visited often. The husband checks his Ring doorbell.
Okay, so that's the car?
Yeah. I don't know if you're going to be able to see anything for that or whatever.
The video shows the same car between 7 a.m. and 7:30 a.m. Investigators now have visual confirmation of a possible suspect vehicle. Detectives contact Todd's ex-girlfriend, Mary Ann, the mother of his daughter, to gather information on his relationships and any potential conflicts.
We found Todd dead today. So...
And any explanation?
We're still in ongoing investigation. We have the detectives looking into it right now.
Yeah, as we find out more, we can obviously let you guys know.
Attention shifts to possible suspects and motives. Investigators learn that Todd Morgan's first marriage ended after an affair with a student. That relationship succumbed to his struggles with alcohol addiction. His sobriety is monitored through a breathalyzer device linked to an app that updates Mary regularly.
So he's required to do an iSober device.
What's that?
It's to, he'll breathe into it and it reads whether he's had a drink or not.
For the vehicle?
Just any...
Oh, wow, anything at all, okay.
And the last report I got was from yesterday at 7 o'clock in the morning.
You get reports from...
Yeah,
that
emails.
No kidding.
Results.
You got a result for that test yesterday?
Yes, I can pull it up.
Does it give numbers or just say if it's positive or negative for alcohol?
It does give numbers.
Okay.
What's this test called again?
iSober device.
The last recorded test comes in the morning before the murder. This provides a new glimpse into Todd's personal life and habits. Investigators narrow their focus to possible conflicts around Todd's relationships. Amidst the ongoing investigation, a critical detail emerges. At 7:21 a.m. on April 19th, a 911 call came from Todd Morgan's address. If neighbors are right about the timing of the shots, the call happened within the time frame of the murder. The call appeared to be an automatic SOS dial from an iPhone triggered by pressing the power button multiple times, and there was no voice on the line. This turns into the first direct digital clue from the crime scene. Tracing the owner of that cell phone, they come across one Terreiona Paschal. Matching the description from the couple, she is a petite woman with long dark hair and a silver crossover. Officers move immediately to find her. They go to the address linked to Terreiona.
What was she in trouble? What were you talking to? Oh, okay. I definitely let her know.
Can you tell her to call the Hudson Police Department?
Hudson?
Hudson Police Department, Hudson, Ohio.
Okay, I sure will.
Apparently, she does not live there anymore, and the resident denies them entry.
What friend she's staying with?
I don't know, man. It's some friend. I mean, she's a friend. You know, like a little girlfriend. You know, she's a young girl. I'm an older man, and I'm just getting my grandkids upstairs in the bed. Y'all think y'all gonna walk through my dog house? Hell no. Ain't no Terreiona in here.
Detectives lose their first chance to detain her and shift to tracking her phone. Data from her device reveals that 6 minutes after the 911 call, she was driving away from the house. She even had Todd Morgan's phone before she switched off his device on the highway. It is becoming clearer and clearer now. 31-year-old Terreiona is quite possibly involved in the shooting. They locate Terreiona at her sister's apartment complex. Her silver Ford Taurus X with a missing backplate sits in the lot. She is taken in for questioning. Meanwhile, the 9mm cartridge recovered from Todd's home matches a firearm tied to an unsolved 2021 homicide in Cleveland. In that case, the main suspect is the victim's ex-girlfriend and the gun's registered owner, none other than Terreiona Paschal. They suspected her as the shooter, but lacked evidence to charge her, this time. With phone data placing her at Todd Morgan's home at the moment of the murder, the case tightens around Terreiona. Ring doorbell footage shows a car resembling her Ford Taurus at the back entrance. Her silver Taurus is on surveillance cameras, leaving the area on the morning of the crime. Within days, she switched devices and numbers, but had already left a trail that investigators could follow step by step. This forms a multi-layered evidence chain, linking her directly to the homicide. During questioning, Terreiona completely denies any connection to Todd Morgan and claims she has never been to Hudson. The detective presents her with a 911 call from her phone.
Your phone, why would it dial 911 on April 19th? The morning of April 19th around 7:22 in the morning. My phone? Yeah.
There is no use beating around the bush. She is presented with more evidence. 3 days after fleeing the scene, instead of staying invisible, she Googled, "Can police track my phone even if I remove the SIM?" Additionally, she looked up articles about Todd Morgan, including one titled Hudson Murder Victim Identified as Cleveland State University Professor.
Okay, these two photos were actually on your phone.
On my phone?
Mm-hmm.
Well, they weren't on my phone.
You actually typed in a search for this guy, and you viewed this image on your phone. You also did a search for 320 West Streetsville Street, and you viewed this image on your phone.
Over the following weeks, she ran her own name linked to the crime 41 times. Ballistics match her gun to the fatal shot, and shoe prints on the deck correspond to a Nike model visible in her own Facebook photos. Terreiona attempts to deny everything.
Okay, and I'm telling you, I don't know what's going on, but what do you have? I don't know what's going on.
That's not the only thing investigators have. There is location data, message logs, and Bumble chats showing she met Todd on the app and continued talking with him by text. The interrogation shifts from general questions to evidence confrontation. She admits offering outcall services, with texts showing her rates to clients, but nothing about a Todd Morgan.
So, Todd Morgan sends you $50 morning.
I don't know.
Okay, but he did. So,
On the morning of the murder, Todd transferred $50 to her via Cash App, which Terreiona says is normal. Men send her money for no reason. Todd attempts to send a $1,000 payment to an account labeled Black Beauty, verified by her photo. It doesn't go through because Todd's phone requires an authentication that he never completes.
about 23 minutes later, there was a $1,000 payment that was sent from Todd Morgan to Black Beauty. And you confirm that Black Beauty, this Cash App is you. That's you, obviously, in that picture.
The payment trail becomes a crucial financial link between the victim and the suspect at the time of the homicide. Despite these findings, Terreiona continues to deny being at Todd Morgan's home on the day of the murder, so the officer hits her with more information.
Your DNA is inside of that house. Black and Miles are inside of that house. Kind of shipments that are inside the house that match shoes that you're wearing in Facebook photos.
Rocking herself back and forth, Terreiona stays in denial. She first pleads not guilty, but later accepts a deal, pleading guilty to aggravated murder and a firearm charge for a total of 23 years before parole, sparing Todd Morgan's family a public trial while preserving her chance of release. She tries to speak to his family in court.
Yes, to his family. I'm very sorry, and I hope that one day that you can find it in your hearts to forgive me. That's it.
The judge formally imposes the agreed-upon sentence.
But you could serve up to life in prison for this matter. Do you understand all of that, Ms. Paschal?
Yes, Your Honor.
Terreiona sounds genuinely remorseful, a contrast to the interrogation.